That has that hasn't changed.
Okay. So the course is living for self. So what's
Hmm.
bona fide? What does that mean?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Just take that out of your mind. That was I was saying something else.
Oh, okay.
But it's a 6 module program,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll send it to you later. But of course, there's a self-assessment so people can see where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Likert scale, so you can see, if if you're 0 to 20, then you're at the very beginning of self-care.
But that's the self-assessment.
Yeah, that's the self-assessment.
Is that going to be free?
I don't see why it wouldn't be free. I mean, in order to for women to know where they are, wouldn't it be free?
I would say so, but I'm just making sure. All right.
Yeah, I think, because that self-assessment needs to be widely circulated so people can say, you know what, that's where I am on the self-care scale. And if I'm 0 to 20, I'm not really taking good care of myself. And I
Okay.
need to step it up.
How much is the Living for Self coaching program?
The program starts with the advance. Then 3 months after that, you have 2 group sessions, 1 individual session with me per month, and it lasts for 3 months. So I have not definitively determined a price point,
Okay. Okay.
but I don't want it to be cheap, cheap.
Of course. So what's the okay? So this you're not selling it now. You're going to wait till after the advance, or you're going to focus on selling for the advance.
I want to focus on selling for the advance,
Okay.
but I want to do lead ins so people will be wanting to go to the advance and avail themselves of the program. So, how do I market in such a way that women are really interested? I mean, do I go live and talk about the 6 modules?
No, let's focus on one thing at a time. So let's talk about the advance. Um,
Hmm.
what's your cost for the advance?
Well, if we're going to Jamaica, the advance and the
How
follow
did
on
how did you pay for it?
program,
How did you
what?
pay for it?
How do I pay for what?
How much did you pay for the advance?
Well, the advance is going to be 12,500.
All right. And then how many people?
Well, me, you, Siobhan, and then 10 women.
So I think don't it only sleep 10?
Well, she said it slept 13.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna sell 10 tickets.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, and so how much do you want to charge? How much
I
you want?
don't, I think I want to charge 5,800.
Okay. And for 5,800, what they get?
They get the weekend in Jamaica with everything. Then they get 3 months of coaching, 2 group coachings per month, 1 individual coaching with
Wait,
me per
wait, wait,
month.
wait.
What?
So the living for self is included. It's not,
Yes, the program is included.
but you only got 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. But wait,
Would 4 months be better?
no, it doesn't make, for me, it doesn't make sense to do, to, why would you start with the advance and then go into the program? Why not have the program and then the culminating event be the advance?
Well, I guess they could do that.
Right?
Okay.
Well, you tell me. I've never heard of it starting with the event first and then you go into the program.
Well,
Um,
the reason I thought it start with the advance, because when I think in terms of people going, you know how people always talk about they went to the retreat. The retreat was absolutely wonderful, but there is never a follow on after the retreat.
yeah.
And people really need the follow on, because the retreat is all this wonderful stuff and you learn this and you learn that. But then when you go home, there's no follow on. So all the stuff that you learn at the retreat, there's no practical application. There's no follow up or follow on. So it kind of falls off.
But then
I
you
like
always
the
have to offer.
what
At the retreat, you have an offer to continue the
for
work.
the follow. Okay.
I mean, it's up to you. I like it. I have never heard it done that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because 5,800 is high for, because it's a 3-day experience.
Yeah.
A 3-day experience. That's really high. That's $2,000 a day. And it doesn't include the travel.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. And you want 10 women, not 3.
Yeah.
June, July, August, September. And then you got 4 months to get the money up. So you're really giving women 4 months to come up with $6,000. Now, do you have access to women that can do that? Do you already have 10 people, or at least 5 that have access to $6,000 in the next 4 months? Because I'm gonna tell you, Tanya told me yesterday, she said, hey, she was at the house. She said, hey, I ain't heard nothing about the advance, and it's already about to be June. I ain't got no payment arrangement. I don't know how much it costs. And she definitely gonna need a payment arrangement if she go, but you probably
Mm-hmm.
done priced her out. You already,
Okay. So then what is a better price point?
no. That ain't how we do it.
Okay.
5,800 sound good, but you got to know women that can pay 5,800. Do you already have 3 to 5 that you know that can already do it?
I do.
Okay, so you start there and you make that offer. Yeah, I mean, even if you had 5, you still make money. But I believe that we should charge what we want to charge.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to be able to sell what you're charging. So I charge what I charge because I know that I can command that price, right? But you have to know the audience, who you have already in the network that can afford that price point. I already know Tanya ain't gonna be able to afford that price point. She getting a
Mm-hmm.
divorce, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it didn't work out. And he's literally taking, you know how it is when you get with somebody in the military, you lose. So he's taking, he literally ain't doing that now. So
Mm.
that's probably gonna price her out, but she's not the ideal anyway, you know? So who do you have? Do you have 3 to 5 that you know? You have at least 3 that will pay. That would be good. Because if you don't get anybody else,
Mm-hmm.
It would profit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be as much, but you wouldn't be negative. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I like it. But you gotta be able to have people already ready. Okay. Have you done
Mm-hmm.
any research on retreats in Jamaica? Like how much other people are charging for retreats in Jamaica?
No.
I would suggest you do that.
Okay.
Now, let me just tell you, in my experiences of researching this, a really good price point that they said is $3,000. It's easy. $3,000 is a great price point for most retreats.
Mm-hmm.
It's also not the curated experience. Most retreats don't include outside excursions and other things. It's just you come to the space, you stay at the space, you do the work. If yours included all the other things, we just have to market it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It includes some excursions and stuff.
Well, when I talked to the lady, we talked about the museum.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, we didn't really talk about excursions because I was really concerned about the
Safety.
that State Department thing.
Yeah, the safety.
Right. I
I
was
don't.
concerned about the safety.
Yeah, I don't. Don't suggest doing anything outside. My
Right. And that's what I was thinking.
okay.
But you know what? If a good price point is 3,000, I could also do the 3,000 for the advance, and then we could sell living for self.
Sell the
The
course, right?
actual sell the course, yeah.
Now that's the traditional model, but
Right.
um, because there are people who just want to go to advances and they don't want to do a course.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And that would work because what we could do for those 3 days, we could hit the high points, we could do the assessment, we could go over it, and
hmm
that would be fine.
hmm
And you get snippets. And you know what? I kind of like that. And the people who are not interested, those are not my people. I don't have to work with them with a 3 month program, 3 or 4 month program.
Yeah, 3 months
And
is.
and that works out.
hmm I think 3 months for an entry level program is great.
Yeah, they're not interested and I'm not taxed.
Okay, but I still want you to do some research.
I will.
Um. All right, so we got $3,000. Still want 10 women. That'll give you 30K.
That'll pay for the weekend.
And then how much are you going to charge for the 3 months of living for self? How much were you thinking?
Well, when I looked at it all together, I think that'll be 29.97.
So you want 3,000?
Yep.
Okay. Are you going to do anything for beta? Are you going to do a beta program? Are you going to do a beta special if they come to the advanced?
Sure. If they come to the advance, they save $1,000. They can have their program for 1997.
Okay. Okay. So what, about $700 a month?
Yep.
$650 a month.
Well, yeah, 1997 is paid in full
Seven.
before they leave. If not, they can do payments of 700.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. That sounds good. All right. So now, We can do some questions. Now it makes sense. Well, you have this written out. Living for Self, the actual program is going to be 3K. It's a 6-module program. You get a self-assessment for free. It's you get 2 Google calls a month, you get 1 personal coaching call, and it's up for the duration of 12 weeks or 90 days. 3 months always sounds low. So do 90 days for 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
For the advance, is we have 10 spots available. It's $3,000. It's all inclusive. The only thing that's not included is your travel, so you have to get yourself there. And you're going to offer the Living for Self program after the advance at $700 a month or $2,000. You get $1,000 off if they buy at that event weekend. They get $1,000 credit. And I would say that you know how we had those juicy bucks? LFS credit. So you can use that $1,000 for something else that you have. Make sure automated customer. Right?
Yes.
That's good. And then you're going to do some research on the retreats in Jamaica. Who else is doing retreats in Jamaica? See what they had, you know, some of their sales points, their highlights, all the things. But then it helps you to sell that. All right. Now, what's your question for me now? Because we got that out the way. Now what you need to know.
I don't know what I need to know.
You call this call. And you started with
I
a whole
called you because you need to tell me what I need to know.
That's what I think you need to know. But now that you have this, what else can I help you with?
Well,
You know how much your program gonna cost. You know the outline of it. You know the cost of the advance, how many people you need, and you know what you're selling for the program after the advance.
right.
What else do you need? You want the tactics?
Yes.
I don't think it's tactical. I think that you need to use them lists that we already have. Use your warm market. Those same 3 people that you said could afford 5,800, call them. They should be your very first 3.
Okay.
I think you could fill this advance up by making phone calls. I don't think you so much need to go live because who's watching, right? You can practice going live if you want to, but I think a better idea would be to walk through your self-assessment. How many questions are you asking on the self-assessment?
There are, I think, 15.
Okay. So you got 15.
Yeah, there are 15.
So you got 15 questions. That means that you can make 15 videos.
Okay.
15 short videos. And you got to do them a certain way. 15 short videos. My suggestion is to do this. Get on your Zoom and record yourself. First of all, what's the first question?
I prioritize getting sleep each night.
Okay, start your video. What are you going to call the ladies? Are you going to call them? You know, we were called Juicies. We were called Luminaries. What you going to call the ladies?
What am I going to
How would you
call
start your
them?
video?
Huh?
How would you start your video? You don't want to say, hey, this is what you could do. What's the first question?
I prioritize getting enough sleep each night.
I can't type. All right, so start your videos with a question. Do you prioritize getting enough sleep each night? Chances are, if you're watching this video, you do not. I'm Sharon Locklear, and I am the founder and coach of Living for Self. I really, really want to make sure that women over, are you doing women over 40, women over 50? What are we doing?
I think women over 50.
Yeah, I really want to help and make sure that women over 50 prioritize their rest every night. You see, I've been a busy professional. I'm retired now. I've been a busy professional, and I have done the no team, no, I've been on team no sleep. I've been on team take care of everybody else but me. I've been on team, I'm the only one that can do it. I've been on every team except team self. And so here's the reason why prioritizing getting enough sleep each night is important to you. So take note, write this down. Number one, bump, bump, bump. Number two, bump, bump, bump. Number three, bump, bump, bump. And so I would love to gift you a free self-assessment where I'm going to ask you 15 different questions so you can take a pulse of where you are at really just prioritizing yourself. We as women of a certain age, we have to make sure that our fire doesn't burn out before it's time. We have been burning the oil at both ends for quite some time. And some of us just don't know how to get off that hamster wheel. Well, I'm here to help you get off that hamster wheel. And we're going to start with prioritizing your rest each night. So if you want that assessment, let me know below. Comment, give me a little emoji. Let me know and I'll send it right over to you. Something like that. And you want to do that for every video. What's the next question?
I eat nutritious foods that fuel my body well.
Same thing. Do you love to just eat the most nutritious foods that you know gonna nourish your body every day? Chances are you're stuffing your face with spaghetti and potato chips and Coca-Cola and all the things that you know ain't nourishing nothing but your emotions. Like you see what I'm saying? Turn
Mm-hmm.
every question into a video because you already know what she's doing because you used to be her. Even to get enough sleep each night. Number one, you need to turn TV off. Number two, you need to leave your phone in another room. Number three, you need to turn all the ringers off so you can get some sleep. The emergency go emergency. They'll be all right till you wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like you just need to.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how literally those 15 questions can become 15 different videos and then start over. Do 15 more videos, same questions, but a different answer. That's your content. That's the only content you do. Because that assessment, right? That assessment is going to get them thinking. My goal, and you could end each video with my goal every day is to get you to at least think about yourself. Then hopefully you work with me and I can help you prepare to live for self. See? Then on the videos you made. That's all your videos. Keep doing how you're showing up and living for self as your posts. But in between those posts, you need to make one of those videos every day. Those are great. You've already done that work. Don't stop. Don't do nothing else. Just keep answering those questions with different levels of answers. What's the last question on the list?
I manage stress. I manage stress through healthy coping mechanisms that support my well-being.
That's a good one. Now you can answer that 15 different times in 15 different ways. So you want to give one way per video and then invite them to schedule a call and tell them what your goal is. My goal is to at least get you to think about self and then possibly work with me so I can help you live for self. That's a great way to end every video, right? That's your marketing. And if you want to talk about the advanced, talk about the advanced. Hey, gorgeous. I just want to let you know we're having a beautiful, tropical, exotic, advanced, because we don't retreat, we advance. We are advancing our lives together. I wrote something down. I'm going to start using the language of an intentional community where it's not curated, it's completely intentional. So everybody inside of the community is an invited guest versus then someone who is just someone who takes courses. So find some language. I liked what you said about bona fide. That's why I kept asking you. Use the language, right? Use your language. How would you talk? Because you're gonna attract your people. So that's how you talk about the advance. You can use the exact same questions, right? I work with women every day that don't even prioritize something that they literally need to survive, which is breathing, which is sleeping, which is eating great food. At the advance, we're going to do all of that. We're going to take time to breathe. We're going to take time to rest, and we're going to eat yummy, delicious food that nourishes our body. I invite you to join me at this beautiful Jamaican advance. So that you can use those same 15 questions to talk about how they're going to come into a space that is specifically designed for them to be attentive to themselves, for them to think about themselves, for them to consider themselves, and then to learn to live for self. Now I'm saying this recorded so you can listen to me over and over again, and you can just do this.
I love it.
That's all you need to do. Make your videos. It's the same thing. Even if you make the videos and you can transcribe the videos, you can make the videos and on your Zoom, make them on Zoom. Make your videos on Zoom. Even if you do them on your phone, just use Zoom to make your videos. And then you can take the transcription of Zoom and actually put it into a program and have it transcribed. So now you got the words. So you can now copy and paste those words, and now they're written posts. Now those are emails. Now that becomes the actual white paper. If you want to just write a white paper on the 5 different ways you can get enough sleep each night. If you make 5 different videos, just take those things. You can just multiply your time. But make sure you do your videos on Zoom. Make sure it's clear. Make sure you're in good lighting. Like you really should sit in front of a window. Like that window right there. If you're going to get a tripod, put that tripod in the window and record yourself with the light on you. You don't need a ring light. Use window. Yeah. And just make sure you're just aligned in space and you're just talking to the camera. Now, I can send you over. How are you going to remember what to say? Or do you need a teleprompter?
There's a program for teleprompter.
If you need it.
Yeah, I might want to start out with teleprompter.
There you go. So use your teleprompter. You want it to look like you're reading, as long as you're shaking your head, as long as you're, tilt your head a little bit, you can read and still look like you just keep. I can tell people who are reading because they stand there and then their eyes are doing this. But if you move your head a little bit, or if you know you're not, or you do this, it doesn't really look like you're reading. Even if you blink and just tilt your head a little bit, you can get away with reading and not look like you're reading. That's all. But minimally, but that's the plan. I think if you talk about it, that's it. That's it. That's all.
Okay.
All right. Does that sound good?
I like it. It sounds simple.
Good.
I like simple. I can do simple.
Perfect. This doesn't have to be hard. This is going to be really great. And
It's going to be fun.
This is going to be fun. And you only need 10 people. And then every time somebody pays, you want to just say, and then, let's say you do want Tanya to come and she needs a payment plan of maybe paying you $400 or $500 a month, and you allow her to come and continue to make the payment. You decide that. But it's great to say, oh my gosh, well, we only have Jesus now. Let's give a round of applause for the lady who invested in herself and is joining us for the Jamaican advance. Yay, yay, yay. Secure your seat. We only have 9 left. You know what I'm saying? And you can actually talk about the fact that there really are 12 slots, but 2 have already been sold, 2 were pre-sold. 1 is right now. So then, it's like, hey, What is this lady talking about? She got $1,000. Girl, you owe me more than that. What the hell? Hold on. 500, 130. So 130 left and then 500 left. What are you talking about? Anyway, whole nother thing. Okay, so how does that feel?
That feels good.
That feels good. Okay.
Yeah, that feels good.
So that's your sales plan. But the fastest way to cash is conversations. You have multiple lists of beautiful women that you can make a call, find out what they're doing, even if Sharon, they're not a potential client or a potential to come to the advance. First, you want to let them know, you want to let them know that what you're doing so they can support you. You want them to at least ask to follow your business page. You really need to do this on your business page. Follow your business page. And then you want to just get into the habit of hearing how they're living for self. You're doing some market research. How are you living for self? How do you take care of yourself? Give me 3 things that you're doing to take care of yourself every day. For me, I live by my nighttime routine. Like I live my nighttime routine, traveling or not, I'm going to do my nighttime routine. I'm going to, I don't always have a morning routine because I still got that little 13-year-old at home and she disturbs that a lot. I don't always have a morning routine, but when I know I need my space, I still have a space for my rejuvenation, right? I still have a sacred space that I have things, my rituals that I do that then fills my soul. I share it with Tanya, the teas. I have a whole tea station, right?
A tea station. Oh my God. Yeah, I know.
I would talk about you the whole time. I said, Sharon got me into these teas. I said, look at all these beautiful teas that she bought me. I have a whole station and a basket. She had never seen my kettle. So I have a kettle. I said, girl, this is my tea station, baby. I'm fancy. So that's how I'm taking care of myself. But sometimes, even down to the point of having people who that take good care of themselves and chatting with them so you can find out, give you some ideas on how to take care of yourself. Tea was something that you shared with me. That was
Yeah, and I'm drinking green iced tea now.
Listen, you done got me started, and I have so much tea. I am a tea connoisseur because Mrs. Sharon Locklear shared how she cares for herself in that area with me, and now it's a part of something that I adopted. That's a whole thing, right? Just having conversations around what women are doing to take care of themselves. I know Elena, she says she finds something new to do every month. So she does something new, like she'll take a class or she'll join a hiking thing, like just something new that she wants to experience every day. That's great. It's great. So those are things, but call them women. You might fill up your advance just by calling those women.
Okay.
Right. The social media content is sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Because people are not paying attention. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've talked to 7 women over the last 2 weeks, and none of them are really on social media anymore, including me. So there's something going on energetically that people are backing up, but people don't answer their phone. They'll check their text messages. I make more money via text message than anything else. Just by texting people saying, hey girl, hey, how you doing? So it really is the fastest path to conversations. The fastest path to cast is conversations. True conversations don't have to be long. You could set you a timer for 10 minutes. This is a tool that I'm gonna teach y'all or share with y'all when we get into our sales mastery, is really utilizing a kitchen timer and setting it for no more than 15 minutes with the understanding that if we're talking more than 15 minutes, it's because you want to, it's not because I'm holding you up.
Right.
Right. And that way you can have at least, you can schedule 2 calls an hour. And I'm telling you, if you have 5 to 10 calls a day, 5 to 10 calls a day, even if they answer or not, just making the calls. Let's say you call 10 people and you talk to 2, you still reached out to 10 people. It's a numbers game. 10 people a day is 50 people a week. 50 people a week is 200 people per month. Out of 200 people per month, you should be able to sign at least 2 clients. 2 clients at $3,000, that's six grand a month. Sound good to me. It's all about the math. So
The
okay,
numbers.
so you solid?
Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on for a second.
I'm solid.
Hold on for me.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, this is Sean.
Hey, Miss Thomas, it's Alex, Class Collision.
Hey.
Hey, I was just calling to see if you was